What's up, guys? We out here in Phoenix City. First race of the year. We got a little 550 warm-up race. Came out to try it out. Not a points race. Points start next month, but just a little warm-up race. Alright, y'all. So this kind of recap video. So we got to the track, about to go make the first shakedown. So I decided to set the car up like I typically have it set up for the 550. So I'm gonna turn the nitrous on right at 2.1, somewhere in there. I do have a different size jet than I typically run, so I'm gonna pull a little more timing out of it to get the horsepower back down to where it should be with the nitrous horsepower I use on the 550. So about to go out and make our first test run. Tire pressure, everything the same. Launch RPM, everything the same. Pretty much just set up on my 550 tune-up. Alright, just made the first hit. It rumbled the tire real bad off the line. 60 foot was a whole 10 slow in a 51. The 61. So the 60 foot would have been right. It would have been right on the number. So I gotta figure out something on the start line. Try it again. Alright guys, so I got the car ready and went to the driver's beat. So like I said, this wasn't a points race, so it was a warm-up race. So it was 6 550 cars and 2 650 cars. It's supposed to have 2 different classes. Well, the track decided to combine both classes. So when they did that, and then they pulled names out the hat. So it was 2 550 cars had to run against 650 cars. So I pulled a 650 car. So I had to give him a 1 second spot. Rather than I had done it that way, but shoot, since I say I'm at the track, might as well run it. So then I made a decision like, man, I'ma just use my delay box. And so my first run, my light was I think it was a 61. I know I can get it better. I figure I can easily get it to a 40. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna pull 200s out of it. So that should put me at a 20. So I went in my box, I miscalculated bad. So I was supposed to give him 1 second spot. So I said, well, I'm gonna cheat it up a little bit in my box. I'm gonna give myself 2,000 back. So I should have put in 0.92 delay, where I put in 0.8 delay. So I miscalculated. I put in 2/10 delay versus 200 delay. So about to make that run and go out here, and y'all gonna see I'm a red light, and I'm sitting there watching him. His car was all over the track. I'm watching him, so I was fading towards him. And I just kicked on, tried to sit me across the center line, and I didn't know I had red lighted. Got out of it, had to drive it a little bit, and all I had won. Got to the ticket booth. I got the yellow time slip. Yellow time slip mean you lose. White time slip mean you win. So I got back to the pits. I'm like, man, something going. What happened? And got to thinking, man, I put 2/10 of the. I should have put 200ths of a delay. I put 2/10. So my light, and this 4/10 tree, old school stuff, old school timing system. So a perfect light is a 0.4. So like on the first run, my light was a 0.61. So like on new school tree, that's like a 61 light. So my light on this run was a 0.263, 2/10. I red light about 2/10. It should have been a 0.463, or it would have been a 0.4 4.3 if I would have put my delay correct. But that was a mistake I made. But that was it. Show y'all this run. Then it's time to load up, go home. Hey guys, so you got the car ready. They call this run for a driver's meet. And this type of racing, they just pull names out the hat, so there's no qualifying. So you get your test runs, then you go to driver's meet, pull your name out the hat, who your competition out the hat, get ready for first round. So like I said, this wasn't a points race, this just was a warm-up race. So they didn't have a large car count. So they had 6 550 cars and 2 650 cars. They also do a 650 points race. So we get to the driver's meet, the track officials decided, hey, we're gonna run both classes together. Man, I'd rather not race like that, but I was like, man, I know I already drove an hour and a half, and I'm here at the track. I'm gonna make test runs anyway, so I might as well participate. So I pulled my guy. I pulled a 650 guy. So the way they have it set up, it's kind of like a open comp tree. It's a pro tree, but it's staggered. So I had my tree drop 1 second after the competition. So I was like, man, my first light was a 63. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna use my delay box versus trying to hit the second bulb on the tree. And so I should have, on the normal circumstances, I would put 1 second delay in. But like, man, I need to try. I can use this to cheat up on my reaction time. So I'm gonna take 200s out. So that should theoretically change my light from a 0.462 to a 0.442. Help me out a little bit. So when I went into my delay box, instead of putting 1 second delay, I put 0.8 delay. That's 8/10. So I should have put 0.92 delay. Instead of taking out, I was trying to cheat up on my 200s. I cheated up on 2/10. So of course I went out there and red lighted. My light was a 0.263, 261 or something this time. So this is an old school 4/10 tree. So a perfect light would be a 0.400. Well, 0.2 means I left 2/10 too soon. So I actually thought I had won. I didn't even see the red light, even though I had to get out the car, because when I left, I was sitting there looking at him. His car was all over the track. I'm watching him. My nitrous kicked in, shot me towards the center line, and I got in front of him and bagged out of each across the finish line. I crossed the finish line first and thought I won until I got to the ticket booth. The ticket man handed me the yellow slip. So, like, yeah, the yellow slip means you lose. The white slip means you win. So I get back to the trade. I'm looking like, man, I had a 0.26 light. Like, man, what's going on? Then I realized I put the wrong number in my delay box. So I should have put 0.982 instead of 0.8. The 2/10 is what I red lighted by. So that was it. Lesson learned. Miscalculated on the numbers. Take my loss, go home, race again another day.